Hi, Seafood and Lock. How are you? It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be watched by you because you said that you watch every single video. So let's begin. My name is Victor Quash, and I currently live in Toronto. And would like to share with you before HTC and after HTC differences that I've noticed. Differences in. So I would say before HTC, I was very lost, very lost. I could definitely relate to many of stories of yours, especially the one when you said that you fell at 13 businesses. I haven't tried that many things. Actually, I'll say I've tried about five things, and so always on the lookout for the the better vehicle. That's what I thought before HTC, looking for the better vehicle. And I've been working on my personal development for quite some time. I would say 10 years, and that was back when I was still in school. That I knew something was not right. Something had to be done differently, and I started my journey 10 years ago, when pretty much everyone thought I was crazy. My friends, family didn't believe that there's. I shouldn't say that actually. Sorry, I should say my parents were in business, so they kind of understand. But because I was studying for to become an optometrist, an eye doctor, then they just they kind of find it strange that I didn't want to pursue that, and I want to focus on something else. And I just tell them, um, I was never good in school, always a C or D student, and I still managed to find a way to graduate and become an eye doctor. So once I had the certificate, the diploma, and show it to my parents that I could do it, well, they didn't question me anymore. So they pretty much let me do what I wanted because they know that if I put my mind to something, I will get it done, no matter how hard and all that. And just to tell you that I went to the States for that program, and those 4 years were probably one of the hardest thing that I had to go through. So I'm happy I'm back in Canada, but the career was not definitely not a good future. I didn't see myself checking people's eyes every day, all day, and I said, okay, look, there has to be a better way. So I tried many things, MLM, several MLMs, and all that. And so, thank goodness you market very well on YouTube. And once I started one of your videos, I pretty much watch most of it within 2 or 3 days. Just been watching and absorbing, and I go, wow, your message is very different. Meaning you always find a special way, a special tweak, a unique way of thinking, and from different gurus out there. You just take a concept and you just tweak it a little bit, and I think that's pretty much genius. And so now, when the opportunity came of joining HTC, I jumped on it. I said, I spent so much money to study optometry. Yes, I am still in debt, and that's just the situation right now. And I have many reasons for being better. I believe I can do better. Um, I believe that the traditional way does not fit my lifestyle. So I had to find something different in HTC with the high income skill, working on my own terms, on my own time, and definitely sounded good. So long story short, and you told us to speak from the heart, so I'm sharing a little bit more. But so after HTC, I would say that one of the biggest booms would be that I closed myself to do HTC and to dedicate the time needed. I do have a 2-year-old daughter, which is the joy of my life. But I didn't. Instead of using her as an excuse not to do this, I use it as an excuse to do it, to make sure I do very well at this, actually. So, but I would say one of the biggest booms is closing myself as being capable, believing myself. If I don't believe myself, I could bore your belief. And so I know you're playing a huge role, and you don't have to do this, but your pearl side probably want to do this, where you have the capacity to help people, and truly grateful for everything you've done so far, everything you will be doing. And I just am honored to be part of the journey. And I tell everyone that wants to listen about HTC, and learning from my brothers and sisters, and I just maybe not push them HTC program, but send them to your YouTube videos for a start, and then we'll see what they do from there. I just plant the seeds, and then I think if I get more results, then they'll believe it. So I just working towards my results, and I'll be sharing more booms with you. At this point, I do not have any deals closed, but I would say getting out of my comfort zone, posting on Facebook group, having you create an environment, a safe environment for me to post, that definitely I've never done that before, and I feel like there's some knowledge I've accumulated over 10 years that should be shared, and now there's a platform where I can share and people will actually appreciate it. So that's great. Never been a camera person. And so how's the HTC program different than others? Well, I'm not going to name names, but the biggest problem I notice with other programs is they claim that taking whichever program you can do such and such. Well, I feel that most of these programs out there were quite incomplete, over-promising and under-delivering, and having you being live on the call, that's very, very different already. From the other courses, never heard from the main person, the main guru, or it will be a video form. So that's definitely different. And then the fact that how you explain how MLM really works, not to make it an excuse why I didn't succeed in MLM, but I definitely keep myself away from MLM. I do not believe that it's a good fit for what I want to accomplish. But Sifu, in every step of life, everything happens for me and not to me. So I did learn a few things from MLM, for example, talking to strangers, and so that's So HTC definitely made a big difference in that way. And in terms of community and support, well, hats off to you, Sifu, because amazing community, and people do give feedback, and it's very positive. Constructive criticism. I met some leaders that are very open to help out, and so the people you attract are all like-minded, which is very easy to talk to. There's no real convincing about that, and you and Desmond setting the rules of no excuse and no this, no that. Well, it helps keep the minds, the community fresh and safe for us to talk, discuss, share, and be vulnerable. And this is also another book that I never really open up. I just don't know who to open up to. So yeah. There's some things that I do for my family, and they know that I'm trying my best I don't want to make them stress about what I'm doing, the sleepless nights I have, the lower self that pretty much take over me. But I fight through it. I fight through it because I always tell myself, my parents came from Vietnam. They're Chinese from Vietnam, and they escaped the war, hop in the boat, and had no idea what the next minute, the next hour would look like. Are they gonna be alive? And so knowing my parents went through that kind of struggle, to me, being born in Canada is the biggest gift they have given me. So all the sacrifices they've done, I see it, I appreciate it, and it is my duty, and it is my responsibility to give back, take care of them, and I want to do that. So, like I said, I have a daughter, and I have an amazing wife. She went through the ups and downs with me, all the struggles, and I feel blessed. I feel very, very blessed. I just need financially to just have that help that can take me to the next level. And something I believe in, something I would enjoy, love doing. And I think I found my home at HTC. I did join Inner Circle, and that was a no-brainer for me. I just appreciate a lot of what you do, Sifu. And this is coming truly from the bottom of my heart. So, thank you again. So, what would I say to people that are skeptical to HTC? Well, I think you agree that what I say would not have much more, will have less weight than if I show results. So I'm gonna do everything I can to produce results, and from there, if they're skeptical, well, I can refer them definitely to your YouTube videos and maybe explain it a little bit, and maybe help them cut out the smokes and mirrors and see why they're so skeptical. So use your technique pretty much and try to close them. And I truly believe in your program. I truly believe in what I have to share with them. So closing wouldn't be hard because it's coming from the bottom heart. And I wish I had known HTC earlier, Sifu, but I guess everything has its own timing. If I didn't log on to YouTube, if I didn't click on your video, my journey would not have started. So, but for sure, if I have known HTC earlier, I've jumped on it much earlier. But everything happens for a reason. Like I said, the people I met in season 9, the people I met in your leadership team, and yeah, and then being mentally ready, being very, very aware of where I am, where I want to go, having the right mindset, coming to class, emptying my cup, having a little bit of a sales background, but not really. But I know that to be successful, I need to be coachable, and I pride myself to be very coachable, and executing everything that needs to be done. And so, if my best friend were to ask me, or I would encourage my best friend to do HTC, I would actually use HTC technique and ask them about what they're doing, if they're happy doing what they're doing. If not, are they open for options, and how will they see themselves in a year or two, and try to dig into their pains because that's how they will take action, right? And so at this point, my close friends from childhood, they have accomplished quite a bit. Now I never really, not never, but recently I haven't talked to them on a very deep level, so I don't know if they have pain or not. Many of them are medical doctors, so they, yes, medical has their own ego, and they very traditional, meaning they follow the traditional path of studying and being the best at school and getting good grades and getting a good job and all that. So it might be tough. They might not see the benefit, but like I said, I believe with my future results, which will coming soon, they will be asking me questions, and I won't be the one pushing on them. I'll be attracting them to me, and so hopefully I can impact small number of people to start with. And I know with the vehicle you've created, I can definitely move forward faster and impact more people later on. So all of that said, Sifu, I forever grateful for what you do. Forever grateful for Mama Locke instilling that work ethic in you, and giving you that fire in you to do what you do. And to your wife, I'm sure behind every successful man there's a even more successful woman. I understand that usually I'm the face of the family, but my wife makes quite a bit of decisions in the back, and she compliments me really well. So I'm sure Simo it plays a huge part in your life and all the decisions you make. So thank you to Simo too. And obviously your leadership team, Desmond, Tina. It's been a pleasure, and I'm continuing the journey, and I can't wait to learn more from all of you, and give more to the family, give more to the group, as much as I can.